Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from York Racecourse here on Thursday. It is the 16th of May, 2024. It's Dante Day from York, and I'm going to look at the Dante Stakes and all the other stakes races on the program. But before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And also join me tomorrow for my Black Eyed Susan preview from Pimlico, and also Saturday for my Preakness preview from Pimlico, and also for my Newbury Lock-in preview. An excellent weekend of racing. So in general, just join me here for some great racing action. But we're going to look at the stakes races 3, 4, and 5, 315, the 345, and the 415 from York. Let's get to it right now. A lot of action to get to. Third race to 315. It's Group 2 Middleton Stakes. It's a Group 2 event for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $190,500. Race for 4-year-olds and upwards. Fillies and mares only. 6 horses are going 2,000 meters or a mile and a quarter on the turf course. Gonna take the 4-horse Infinite Cosmos as a top selection. 413 for me in the TriCash trifecta. 413 TriCash trifecta. Top selection to 4-horse Infinite Cosmos. This as my page loads up, Infinite Cosmos. There we go. Pardon me. The cat went on my computer mouse, so everything disappeared for a second. But back to the 4-horse. This horse is most recent out and came at Yarmouth back on the 20th of September, a mile and a quarter in the John Musker Stakes. The Fillies listed stakes for Class 1 horses at Yarmouth over the mile and a quarter in September, and he finished third by 3 3/4 lengths that day. And I thought he won a little bit more ground, maybe a mile and a half off that trip, but he settled well towards the front of the pack. He quickened up a little bit. He needs something more late, but he got down the race course well. He showed potential. Refreshing here against these quality horses. It is a slight step up in class, but I think she has a fairly paced win. And her race here last fall wasn't bad at all, or last spring wasn't bad at all. That came at the Group 3 Misadora Stakes over the mile and a quarter here last May, where she finished third by 4 1/4 lengths behind Soul Sister and Novaki. She just was a little bit flat late, but she got around the race course well. Like I said, I would love to see what this horse could do over a mile and a half, because she looks like she'd be a real deal. And then 2 weeks prior, Newmarket, a mile and a quarter in a Class 3 Fillies main race, win by 4.5 lengths, 73 cents to the dollar. Last time Ryan Moore rode this horse flew home a very good race. It seems Ryan Moore knows this horse well. On debut at Doncaster as a 2-year-old in the fall of 2022 over the mile, she finished second by a nose there behind Sea of Roses. And again, staying the trip well. She had a decent turn of foot. She just missed the nose bob, but she got around the race course well. Getting Ryan Moore back up, coming here with a good post draw. I'm going to give her a chance to win. I think the 1-horse blue stocking for Russell Ryan, Juddmonte, and Ralph Beckett can win also. Nearly won the British Champions Filly Mare Stakes at Ascot over the mile and a half in October, where she finished second by a neck that day. Outran her odds, outran her post draw that day. She just kind of yielded late, which cost her from the wide post draw, but she got around the race course well, stepping up in class. Prior to that, a listed race at Chester over the mile and a half in September, she finished second by a neck, and again, she just missed late, but you had the turn of foot going away late there. And then back here in the Yorkshire Oaks over the mile and a half there in Ebor, she finished fourth by 3 1/4 lengths that day. She was just on the drive, not excelling. But if you see some of those races she ran last year, massive place in the Irish Oaks, massive third in the Ribblesdale, and had a decent second at a listed race at Newbury last year. Refreshing here, coming to this trip. I expect her to run a good race. Let's use her here on the ticket. Quad Pop begins with this race, so we'll use her there. But to recount my selection for the 315 third race from York, it is the Group 2 Middleton Stakes. Going to take the 4-horse Infinite Cosmos. Give kudos to the 1-horse Blue Stocking. 413 TriCash Trifecta. 4-1 in the multi-race. The 4th race is 345. It's the feature of the week. It's the feature of the day. It is the Group 2 Dante Stakes. It's Group 2 event for Class 1 horses going for a purse of $244,000 raised for 3-year-olds here. 7 horses are going 2,000 meters or a mile and a quarter on the turf course. Going to take the 1-horse Al Musmak as a top selection. 132 for me in the TriCash trifecta. 132 TriCash trifecta. Top selection 1-horse Al Musmak. The trio called by Night of Thunder. Roger Varian trains. James Doyle gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came on 30th of September at Newmarket, 1 mile in the Group 2 Royal Lodge Stakes, and the horse finished second by 1 1/4 lengths that day. The winner really took off Clear Ghost Rider. I thought this horse wanted a little bit more ground. They were also flying for the mile on the fast ground, but this horse, he got down the race course well. He's going to see not quite fast ground like he saw there, but it's going to be, pretty faster, pretty fast. It's on a good to firm. There was lightning firm, like you would see stateside, but this horse, he got down the race course well. well. I think a mile and a quarter is what he wants, and I think he's sitting in that good race. 2 back at Haydock, 9th of September, 1 mile listed race. He won by 1.5 lengths that day, and he kept towards the front end. Ben Curtis rode a terrific race to keep him going, and he got the job done. Off the bench, a very good race there. And then an Ascot at the end of July, 7 furlongs in a listed race, finished second by 4 lengths that day, and he just, get a little lackadaisical early on. He moved a little bit late, but he still needs something more. And then debut at Ascot in mid-July with a 7 in a novice race. He won by a neck. Took him a little bit of time to get going, but he got the job done late that day. Very good run. Coming to this longer trip, he could win. I think the 3-horse Cambridge could win also for Ryan Moore and the Coolmore Group and Dan O'Brien. Most recently in the Craven Stakes at Newmarket over the mile, he didn't do a lot of running. He finished 4th by 6.5 lengths that day and completely hit the wall. Wasn't his day to win. I thought before then the Everfield at Leopardstown over the mile 8th in October, he ran a decent second place finish behind Grosvenor Square that day, who just had the jump on him, but his horse got the job, had a good race down the course, and then at Salisbury in a novice race in September, he won by a nose. Coming to the UK, he was all out the job, all out the game winner that day. He's definitely been improving with the speed figures. Coming here to a mile and a quarter, which he's ultimately bred for. I think he could find a trip here at 8-1. I'll use him on the ticket. Even the 2-horse Ancient Wisdom for William Buick and Charlie Appleby. The win in the Futurity Trophy at Doncaster in October was quite impressive on the heavy ground, winning by 1 3/4 lengths. Even the Autumn Stakes before that Newmarket was quite impressive there. Refreshing here to this campaign. Godolphin's really having a good season this year. Watch out for this horse at 6-5, but I think the other two are sitting on that slightly better run. They've run decently good races, especially Al Musmaka. He's run a race that's, speed figure-wise, just a tad below Ancient Wisdom, but I think it keeps him in the running to find the wire first. But very good Dante this year. I think you go a few places. So to recap my selections now for the 4th, the 345 from York, it's the Group 2 Dante Stakes. Going to take the 1-horse Almus Mac. Your kudos to the 3-horse Cambridge and the 2-horse Ancient Wisdom. 132 Tricast Trifecta. 132 in the Quad Pod. The 5th race now. The 415, it is the Westow Stakes. It's the listed stakes for Class 1 horses, going for an $89,000 purse. Race for 3-year-olds here. 7 horses are going 1,000 meters or 5 furlongs on the York Turf Course. Gonna take the 3-horse Kylan as a top selection. 3-1-4 in the Tricast Trifecta. 3-1-4 Tricast Trifecta. Top selection of 3-horse Kylan. This 3 called by Invisible Spirit. Archie Watson trains. Holly Doyle gets to mount. The horse's most recent outing came at Doncaster on the 15th of September. 5 furlongs soft ground in the Group 2 Flying Childers Stakes. And the horse finished 5th by 6 3/4 lengths that day. And she just couldn't get into it that day. After a very tough fall campaign, he just kind of yielded late. I do think the soft ground got to her. She likes a good ground or a firmish ground. She's going to get it today. Could be poorly paced. I think he's sitting on that good run. 2 back of the Group 2 Gimcrack Stakes here at York during the Ebor. 6 furlongs, 25th of August, on lightning fast ground. He finished 6th by 5 3/4 lengths that day, and he just never had a really comfortable trip. He never was really into it, and it just wasn't his day to win. Also, they were flying on that course that day. And then a Goodwood 5 furlongs in the Group 3 Molecomb. He finished 3rd by 1.5 lengths by Big Eves, who's running back this one today and went on to win the Breeders' Cup after that. This horse just was on the drive and just couldn't, get there. Big Eves just had the jump on with this one. And then over the 5 at Sandown in a listed race in July, he won by 6 lengths and put on a show that day. And on his maiden victory at Newcastle wasn't bad at all, winning by half a dozen again. He likes a fast ground. He's going to get it today. Off the bench, I'll use him. Don't throw out the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Sprint winner, the 1-horse Big Eves for Tom Marquand and Mick Appleby. The Breeders' Cup was quite nice, where he held on to the front end victor. Prior to them, the Flying Childers, he really put redemption from the 9th rope, where he just got outclassed by the others. When the Flying Childers, he put on a show on the front end, a very good race. The 9th rope, facing older horses, he just wasn't getting into it that day. And then he won the Molecomb quite nicely at Goodwood. He's done everything right. He's a very speedy horse. Coming here at 3-5 with a good poster, it wouldn't surprise me. Watch out for him today. After today, I wonder if they're going to go to Haydock at the end of the month or go straight to Royal Ascot, because, this horse could be a real big deal. Probably pointing the Breeders' Cup at the end of the year, because he looks like a real deal 5 furlong horse. But to recount my selection for the 415, the 5th race from York, it's the Westow Stakes. Going to take the 3-horse Kylan. Give kudos to the 1-horse Big Eves. 3-1-4 Tricast Trifecta. Use the 3-1 both in the Quad Pod. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Get 5. Good luck, everyone.